Welcome to Let's Chat, the Tennessee Valley's premier show focusing on lifestyle and entertainment. Bringing you smart shopping tips, community events, and the newest trends. Now, let's chat.
We are so glad to have you here. It is Thursday. It is July, 13th already. Wow, the week is flying by. If you don't have plans for the weekend, let me suggest you make some. Come hang out, spend a few minutes with our next guest, Killer Beaz, back in town. Killer, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, man. I love you. I miss you when I don't see you.
I miss having you here. We're so glad you could squeeze in a few minutes. I would say bring us up to speed on what's been happening with you lately, but that's a long list. So we're going to look ahead at some of the things you've got coming up, including another appearance at the Grand Ole Opry this upcoming week.
That's right. Next Friday, the 17th, I think it is, I will do my 17th Grand Ole Opry appearance in Nashville, which is such a blessing, man. It is really a neat thing to get to perform in that venue. I mean, it is next year they will celebrate 100 years of being in existence.
Yep.
So it is really an honor, above all else, just to get to do it.
I have been backstage at the Grand Ole Opry while the show's been going on, and the magic and the buzz there is so thick you can cut it with a knife. I can only imagine what it's like for you to be a performer out in front of the curtain. When you did your first Grand Ole Opry appearance, or maybe the second, did you ever think you'd be going back 17 times?
No, and I didn't think I would get the first one. I mean, it is such a blessing.
Right.
And it is so much fun to do it. And what's weird now, and I would have never seen this coming, what is weird now is when I go to the Opry to perform, I'm used to it. That's the weirdest thing. I'll go in the artist entrance. I know everybody there.
Hey, Dolly, that sort of thing.
And it is so cool to be, and I'll be getting my little dressing room, number 6. I always have dressing room 6.
Right.
And it is so cool just to be in there and go, man, this is neat.
What's
it's
it
not
like?
Scary anymore. It's just great.
What's it like when you have some of the heavy hitter artists that are always at the Opry that say hey to you first? They go, hey, Beaz, hey, Killer.
Well,
here's Vince Gill going, hey, Killer, how you doing?
Well, and that is amazing. I did so many years working out of Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville. For over 35 years. I've done more shows there than anybody in the history of that showroom. And unbeknownst to me, tons of these recognizable artists now have been to my show. And that's what they'll tell me at the Opry. Dude, I came to your show. I'm like, you came to my show? Right? Holy moly.
I'm sure it was all because they saw you here on News 12 going back for years and years.
Of course.
You got another several things that are in the hopper for you. Amazon Prime series that you're getting ready to kick off.
Right.
Amazon Prime, you don't need me to tell you, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's big time, man.
Well,
what are you going to be doing?
Well, this is fun. We're doing a show called Killer Beaz Presents, and it is a stand-up comedy show. We are in the next 4 weeks going to record on stage with me hosting 42 comics that we've hand selected from around the country, and they are all clean comics and they're pros. It's not your up and comings as much as it is some solid acts with experience under their belt that just shine with clean comedy. So there's room for that, and there's a need for that.
Sure.
And we're in a position in my 41st year of doing stand-up to be able to bring this group together. We will record in Huntsville, Nashville, and Birmingham.
And then you get into the edit process, and we'll see this on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, they're telling me it's a couple of months after we get done filming before the editing is ready to go. So, which is not really what I do anyway. So, but it's really neat to get that kind of talent with, and I'm going to say integrity.
Sure.
Your spoken word is arguably the hardest art form in show business.
Without doubt.
And then to do it clean and to still just destroy that audience is such a neat thing, and that's what these guys and girls that we're bringing in are able to do.
And I, for one, am so glad to see a resurgence in the clean comedy field. We went through that hard R rating into the X rating thing for years, and it seemed like that's just a bottomless pit. I'm glad you're taking the bull by the horns and doing this family-friendly comedy again. Only a couple of minutes left. You also have a new moonshine that's out.
Yes, I do. The Killer Beaz Appalachian Ambrosia Moonshine. It is in Tennessee already. As a matter of fact, I believe Athens Distributing is who has it here in this area. It's just been approved. I live in Mobile, Alabama. It's just been approved by the Alabama ABC Board.
Right.
And it will be going to the ABC stores in Alabama starting the 1st of September.
What does it taste like?
So it's made for the female demographic.
Right.
On the label it says She Shed Approved. And so it's kind of a low proof. It's only 60 proof as opposed to 90 and 100 like a bunch of the moonshines are. But it tastes like the old ice cream that was the orange sherbet and the vanilla. No, the one with the vanilla ice cream, like a dreamsicle or creamsicle, something like that.
You were correct.
It has a taste like that. It tastes kind of like that. That's what it's reminiscent.
Anybody in the green room want a little nip of?
We need some tasters is what we need.
I bet we can find some out. And of course, you're going to be here at the Comedy Catch, which you consider your home club.
Correct.
I don't know how many times you've been at the Comedy Catch, but it ain't nearly enough. Any idea how many times you have been at the Comedy Catch?
You know what? I don't know, but they're the most memorable times have been here. As you know, and you remember this, in 2005, my parents were killed in a car wreck in Atlanta, and it took me a long time to get back on stage because nothing seemed funny.
Sure.
But when I did decide to get back at it, to suck it up and stand up and be a man again, I came to Chattanooga first. Mike Alfano from the Catch has been a dear friend for over 30 years.
And he has been a firm believer in Killer Beaz for longer than that.
He's been a great ally. So I chose Chattanooga to come back to when I sucked it up and needed healing. So
I'm so proud of you, my friend.
Dude, I love you.
Congratulations. I love you too.
Brother.
I'm so glad that everything is coming up roses for you. Say hi to corporate next time you see corporate. Make sure and say hi to corporate. Look for the new Amazon Prime series featuring Killer Beaz, and hopefully he'll be back before that airs. So looking forward to that and all that comedy has to offer in the world of Killer Beaz. Find out more, and yes, tickets are still available for Killer Beaz at the Comedy Catch. Go to Killer Beaz, that's BEAZ.com, KillerBeaz.com. Keep it here. We have got much more straight ahead on Let's Chat.